The new Hudson Yards in New York is a foretaste of what big cities may look like in the years to come. The complex immediately catches the eye with its distinct appearance. Some may refer to it as progressive luxury design, while others may disagree. Several individuals, however, are vying for a chance to take up residence there. The complex is said to be a one-stop shop for luxury living and amenities. When the concept of Hudson Yards NYC was first envisioned over 2 decades ago, it was labeled as Manhattan's manifest destiny by developers and public agencies alike. Land is not limitless in a nation where hopes and goals are infinite. Related Companies is collaborating with Oxford Properties Group to construct Hudson Yards. It is a 28-acre mixed-use development on Manhattan's far west side, bordered on the north and south by 34th and 30th Streets, and on the east and west by 10th Avenue and West Side Highway. The story is divided into 2 sections. Eastern Yard, the first phase, contains 8 new structures, including residential and commercial skyscrapers, public gardens, a vast shopping mall, and the Shed Cultural Center. Western Yard will include further housing, work and commercial space, and also an elementary school. However, precise design features have yet to be published. The complex will cover more than 18 million gross square feet of constructed area and over 14 acres of open public space when both stages are completed in 2025. Hudson Yards is the largest private real estate development in the United States history. The previous major development of this scale in New York was Rockefeller Center, which opened 80 years ago. The site's developers claim that once finished, it would contribute $19 billion to New York locals' GDP and create more than $500 million in city tax income. On a daily basis, it is projected to house close to 56,000 workers. Even if you don't live in New York, keep an eye on Hudson Yards, considered as a cutting-edge model for the future of so-called smart cities, which use data to monitor and control metropolitan areas. When did Hudson Yards open? Coach, L'Oreal, VaynerMedia, Alphabet Sidewalk Labs, the Boston Consulting Group, and other companies relocated to 10 Hudson Yards in 2016. In February, residents began moving into 15 Hudson Yards. In 2018, office tenants began to move into 55 Hudson Yards. The development's formal opening was on March 15, 2019. The stores, including Neiman Marcus, Cartier and Rolls, restaurants, and the public plaza, as well as Thomas Heatherwick's vertiginous vessel artwork, also premiered at the time. What can you do there? Despite the fact that the business towers and houses are explicitly reserved for tenants, Hudson Yards has 14 acres of publicly accessible leisure area. The Shed. World-class art to dazzle your senses. The Shed is a performing arts center containing an exhibition and rehearsal rooms as well as a studio for artists. The McCourt, a big theater with a seating of about 1,200 people, is also located there. The Shed collaborates with musicians of many genres. It hosted a performance series by Icelandic musician Björk in 2019. It's there that Michael Bay's film Underground 6 had its world debut. Stay in comfort at the Equinox Hotel. The first ever Equinox Hotel, located at 35 Hudson Yards, is open to visitors and may provide knockout abs. The City on the Edge. Experience the city like you've never experienced it before. The Edge is placed on the 100th level of Hudson Yards' highest structure and opened in March 2020. It is the Western Hemisphere highest outdoor observation deck, standing at 1,131 feet. The interior observation decks of the Empire State Building and One World Trade Center are taller at 1,250 and 1,268 feet respectively, but as far as outdoor viewing decks go, the Edge takes the title. The Edge's observation deck was designed with that wow effect in mind, and that's part of what makes it so appealing. The Edge's viewing deck is a triangular structure with a glass floor that appears to float in mid-air. It offers a nearly 360-degree view of the neighborhood, but it is not your typical vantage point. After walking on air and putting your nerves to the test, you can unwind with a drink at the bar or the 10,000-square-foot restaurant. Climb to the top of the vessel. The Hudson Yards vessel is the true heart of the complex. The architect who constructed this massive copper-colored monument, Thomas Heatherwick, sought to create a public place where visitors might have a different perspective on the New York City. Climbing is encouraged by this interactive artwork. Visitors may climb 150 feet up a seemingly never-ending set of stairs. One thing is certain, the vessel is impossible to avoid. 154 interlinked staircases, about 2,500 steps, and 80 landings make up the 46-meter-high complex. Climbing up and down the vessel, which looks like a honeycomb or a massive pineapple, will elevate your heart rate, and not just because of the workout, but also because of the breathtaking view. You must be wondering, is it worth climbing this spectacular vessel? Yes, it absolutely is. The vessel is a really unusual monument that offers spectacular views of the surrounding region, plus it's completely free, so why not? You'll also be able to burn off all the calories you've consumed at Manhattan's finest eateries. Even if you aren't in good enough shape to climb the vessel, it's worth visiting merely to take pictures from below. Restaurants in Hudson Yards. Hudson Yards is home to a plethora of celebrity chefs and food establishments. D&D London's Queen's Yard serves sophisticated British food, while David Chang's Fuku serves fried chicken in a more fast-casual setting. Hudson Yards Grills, Electric Lemon, Mercado Little Spain, Estiatoro Miller's, Momofuku and Teak Tea Room are among the other restaurants in the area. Shopping at Hudson Yards. There are plenty of stores and malls in NYC, but this is the newest addition, making it a must-see for shoppers. If you're visiting New York for shopping, go to the Hudson Yards' new 7-story luxury mall, which features designer stores, cafes, and restaurants. This opulent complex has over 100 businesses, including the original Neiman Marcus headquarters in New York. There are several high-end designer stores like Chanel, Dior, and Fendi, as well as more affordable alternatives like H&M and Sephora. On the mall's second level, you'll discover a mix of retailers and brands that are often only available online, as well as companies that are new to the US market. Hudson Yards Public Square and Gardens. The Hudson Yards was planned to have 5 acres of gardens and woods where the public might rest and enjoy a little of nature from the outset. While the vessel, which is located in the heart of the plaza, does receive all the attention, the public spaces and gardens surrounding it are also worthy of consideration. 28,000 plants, among which 200 trees, forest plants and perennial gardens may be found in this open space that was created over rail yards and aircraft engines. To attract migrating birds, bees and butterflies, a variety of plants and trees were carefully selected. An innovative system with smart soil was added to compensate for the short depth by providing enough drainage, aeration, watering and nutrients for the trees and plants. The heat created by the train yards below is removed by massive fans similar to those seen in jet engines. Rainwater is collected in a 6,000-gallon tank underneath the surface, and these are just a few of the ingenious approaches employed in the construction of this remarkable park. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, then give it a thumbs up and ring the notification bell button for our latest updates. If you have any ideas for topics you'd like us to cover, just let us know. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.